Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Following Funky Podcast. First of all, just a little quick thing. I apologize for not posting sooner today. Long story short, it was a long day of school, and it started at 8, and I didn't end till 6. And then I had to come home. And then actually I forgot that I had some food I needed to grab from the store. So I had to go there, grab it, then come back, then shower, then put the ointment on my face for the Movember thing, which, by the way, I'll get into that later on. And I had to do that. I had to shower, I had to eat. And then after my stomach was pretty full, feeling good, I realized that, I had to make a podcast because it is that time of day, and I sincerely apologize for that. So, but yeah. Anywho, new things have developed for the funk in Germany specifically. So, first of all, I'm back to school. It has been 2 days, and it has been fucking chaotic, to say the least. Monday, I think we started off pretty rough because everyone was rowdy as hell in the first class. And I was getting vibes from the teacher that she was getting very annoyed, and it was not a good thing. But I couldn't help but just sit there and be like, oh, fuck, this is going to be interesting. So the day went on. It was actually pretty good. I mean, we still had some rowdy moments, and I was like, oh, damn. And then Tuesday, we had a class in the morning. That was tiresome. We talked about Banksy, which was interesting because actually we're gonna go. Oh my fucking god! I'm so sorry for that. I'm looking at my mic audio and double checking how loud I am. So hopefully this isn't too loud. Anywho, we've been told that we're gonna be going to a Banksy museum on Friday, so I'm very excited for that. That's gonna be fun. I'll let you guys know in the next episode. Real quick before the special interview happens, which, by the way, we're having a special guest for next episode. So I'm not going to say who, but if you know me and you know the community that I'm currently in, you'll definitely, I think you could take a good few stabs and guesses, but I'll announce it at the end of the episode. So if you want to know, just go check out the last few minutes of it. So I'll let you know then. From there, I think, so we did the Banksy. That was pretty good. We had another class. That was okay. I was rough. Still getting back into it after having 2 weeks off. Oh man. Even working out every day last week and trying to get back into shape, still was killer, man. Doing a 10-hour day, man. That is not something I've done in ages. Absolutely haven't done that thing in so long. So we had that. We had another class. I had to go to a physio appointment because I messed up my knee because I ran, and I thought running would be good for me to increase my stamina, and because I wanted to get stronger for my classes. But I ended up injuring myself, so it just went full circle, and I was kind of like, this is fucked. So that happened as well, and then, that was kind of my weekly roundup as of right now. Some major things have happened in the city of Dresden. For starters, this is more unfortunate news more than anything, but as of right now, the numbers of coronavirus or COVID-19. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. If you're not, you literally have been living in your mom's basement or under a rock. No judgment, but you gotta be a bit informed. The numbers regarding how many cases we are getting is pretty bad. For starters, I only found out about this yesterday, so it's kind of unfortunate. I would have been so much more precautious and all that, but it's not it's concerning. So, okay, to put it in perspective, where I used to live, the province of Ontario, when COVID hit pretty hard, so there were, if I remember correctly, there were two waves? There's 3 waves. First wave was the initial hit, and that was bad. I mean, we all freaked out. There was mass confusion. It was not a good thing, but it happened. So we had to move on. The second outbreak, if you will, because it was kind of an outbreak. The numbers jumped. This is what I remember. The entirety of Ontario, when it peaked, was at 2,500 a day. Now, that's pretty bad. I mean, in our perspective, that's pretty bad. Where you're from, it might not be. It might be nothing. I don't know. I'm not judging people. I'm just letting you know that that's the numbers, and that those numbers for a province was concerning, or state. It depends on where you're from again. But here, the numbers are, it's 1,500 people getting COVID, or there's cases of it a day in just Dresden. Yes, you heard me right. They're getting 1,500 people. There's 1,500 cases a day in Dresden alone. Now, if you look further in for the information to see why this is happening, it's very reasonable. There's only 30% people vaccinated. Now, I'm also not trying to say Dresden is a shit show or any of that. Like, I came here for the year or it's now the year, but it wasn't at the time. I came to enjoy myself. But now that I'm here for the year, I've kind of understood that I also need to be aware of other things. And I have been. I've been very aware of some things that have been going around. So that's a bit concerning. From what people are saying, there might not be a lockdown, which, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm tired of lockdowns. In my opinion, I'm tired of lockdowns. We've had too many of them. There's been, because we also had a third. Yeah, if there is a lockdown, it'll be my fourth one, and it won't be fun. It'll be boring, stuck in this apartment. I mean, it'll be nice to apply for a new apartment, which, by the way, I have to do. Yeah, there's actually a lot of things I'm realizing as I'm talking. So now that I'm here for the year, I'm going to move on to another subject because this is depressing, and this is not what you guys should be listening to. Also, by the way, I removed a filter. It's called a noise gate. No, it's called the noise suppression. Basically, if you get a loud blare in that volume warning, because I haven't gotten used to figuring out what the actual peak volume is. I think I might just edit it right now. Let's try that. All right. I forgot what I was saying. Shit. I'm moving on from the depressing stuff and going on to... Oh no, I totally forgot. It was... yes, what's happening with me now? Kind of. Let's put it this way. It's good. It's great that I'm coming here for the year, and I'm really happy for the opportunity. However, with this new opportunity, there's a lot of problems not problems, kind of problems. They're issues. It's kind of a thing that I need to worry about right now. I need to find a new apartment because the place that I'm currently staying in is a temporary. They call it the International Guest House, and there's a limit to only 3 months per person. Now, it would have been fine if I was only here for 4 months. The problem is I'm now here for the year. So I emailed the group. Emailed not the company, the front reception, saying, hey, is it possible to extend my stay? I'll pay rent. I'll do whatever I can just to stay here. They said, sure. How long? Because they led me on to this. They really did. I told them July 18th, and they said, fuck no. Understandably, because I did ask, okay, why? I mean, you led me on. They said, it would have been nice. It would have been, we thought it was going to be like the 30th, the 31st of December, but fucking adding January, February, March, April, May, June, 6 more months. That's not something that we can do. It's not an option. I mean, I really would have found it very convenient. I don't have any problem with this apartment right now. Frankly, it's the best. It's so nice because it is my own personal apartment. And I don't have to worry about roommates or any of that shit. But now, because I need to find a room now in a new apartment which is run by the same. There's a whole. Basically, the city has this one big company that kind of supplies college and university students with apartment buildings, and so I have to apply again to get to find a new room elsewhere in the same company. It's weird because now it's bizarre. I find it bizarre, but anywho, that's one thing I need to worry about, which I'm trying my best to really apply because apparently they really a lot of people apparently since university starts right now here, everyone's applying right now. And I need to get on that. So after posting this and all that, you'll probably, if you message me right after this is posted, I'm probably busy doing the application. Another thing I need to worry about is, well, it's not. It was one thing and now it's another because of the year. Instead of a visa, which I thought was gonna it was gonna keep me going, like allow me to stay in Germany for the whole year. Turns out I need a new one. So all the work I did to get my visa, which I still haven't, even though that would have been a month left. I just can't help but be like, man, I really put that shit off, but it's really important because I could be not allowed to come back if they catch me. But now things have changed. I need to worry about getting a what is it called? Residence permit. Meaning So this applies. So for visa, it's only people who stay here for under 3 months. Now that I'm staying here for over 10, this is what I require now, which is interesting. I found it interesting because I thought most places in the world, they do visas, but I never heard of a registration permit. However, I'm still very new to this, and this is my first time away from home. So, a lot of things could be very common for everyone. Like this could be the norm. I just don't know it yet. So, yeah, those are some of the things that I've been having to worry about. Oh, also, there is this piece that I'm going to be partaking in. Well, kinda. It's complicated. Basically, at the beginning, when we found out this piece was being made, this was already it was already created. It was already created last year. It was for a year-end performance. But now they're bringing it back for a little 4-day, if I remember correctly, it's called Peluca Tanz Theater. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. But basically, it's 4 performances for the public during the winter, which is going to be bloody cold as hell. It's already cold right now. That's another thing I want to talk about, but give me a few seconds. So it started off, okay. There's 3 new people. Me, another classmate from my old school, who also is a friend, and then someone new from somewhere else. And we were all, the two, my classmate and my new friend, sorry. I'm trying to be as ambiguous as possible. Got to be very, protective, no doxing, all that shit. Anyway, I'm going to say S and M. S was my classmate, and M was the new girl. So S and M got added to the roster because they had to fill in a few roles because last year a few people left after the end of the year. That's fine. When I came in, they first day it was pretty rough. I gotta say I'm not gonna badmouth. I don't want to badmouth. Teacher was okay, kinda. She was okay, but she was a bit strict. And you know what? You got to respect people for being strict. That's a normal thing, and honestly, I respect that. But the next rehearsal going in, she comes up to me and says, "Hey, so we realize that so I'm apparently the extra. I am an extra. I'm kind of an understudy, and I understand what that role means, but I'm not." She comes up to me and says, "I'm not even considered an understudy." So basically, I'm not needed in this piece anymore, which is fine. Totally, it happens. I get it. They didn't have enough costumes. Totally respect that. And I was fine up until today, actually. when one of the dancers comes to me and says, "Hey, so I'm not doing this anymore. You need to fill my role in." I'm like, uh, excuse me? Sorry? So it bit me in the ass. I probably should have been more attentive and aware that I need to be doing what I should be, studying everybody's roles, because that is the normal thing for any stage performance. That is always something you do. If you don't have a role, you got to study everyone's. That's the idea. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. It kind of bit me in the ass. So now I'm scrambling to get everything I'm scrambling, okay? That I don't have any more words to put it than just scrambling to learn the everything as fast as possible, as soon as possible. And hopefully she'll still keep me. Like she's even saying she's skeptical that she's even going to put me in even after he left the role. And I'm like, "Oh god, okay. This is it's confusing. You're definitely sending me mixed messages, but shit happens. I get it. I'll just keep doing it and hopefully I'll hope for the best." So, yeah. That's another chaotic thing. And then, my goodness. Also, okay, on to the upcoming stuff. So, starting, I don't know when. I'm still figuring out with my guest. Well, there's going to be a guest next week. It's kind of like a special, hey, special guest. I'm gonna try and do an interview. Don't really. I mean, you guys could give me some ideas on what I want to ask him, but I'll definitely know what to like. I'll let you know. I appreciate any comments saying, "Hey, what kind of question? What kind of? Here's some questions for him." But yeah, we're having a special guest next week, so we're gonna be doing a little. We're gonna be doing like what an actual podcast is, and not what the funky is. Dealing with during his daily weeks. Wait, I just said daily weeks, didn't I? You know what I mean. I'm moving on. Basically, he's going to be here for that next episode, but I also have planned a new person who's going to be coming on semi-regularly. I'm still talking it out with them, but basically, he's someone who lives in Germany, and thanks to a few people talking to me about this, I realized that I need someone else, and I also think, hey, maybe a German would be a good idea, so we could talk about stuff, differences in culture and whatnot, which will be interesting. But yeah, there's some things coming up that includes the special and the semi-regular, hopefully. So yeah. Also, I don't know about you guys, but how's the weather where you're at? For me, it was a drastic change. So it's already dark. It was dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That was also because of fallback, because there's the daylight savings thing that's already happened for us. Some of you guys haven't had it yet, but it's coming. It's coming. So that's happening for us. And it's kind of depressing leaving the school at 5-ish, and it's already pitch black, and we're like, well, there goes all the chances to have some sun. So yeah, woohoo! It's also wet and muggy. And from what I've been told, that's life in Dresden specifically. Like, that's the kind of weather you're going to be expecting all winter. I'm not excited for it. Honestly, I mean, it'll be nice to be cozy, warm and cozy in your, I'm going to say bed, because that's all I have, other than the squeaky ass chair that you, okay, maybe you can't, okay, you can hear it now, but the squeaky ass chair that I use to record and all that, but I also have a bed, and I kind of double that as a couch, so it'll be nice to be snuggled up cozy watching some sort of TV show, or maybe with a significant other. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen to me in the future, but we'll see. You'll just have to come along with the ride. Oh, man. I think that really wraps up some things that are happening, some announcements, some upcoming events. Oh, as promised, for those who either stuck around till the end, which, by the way, thank you so much, or people who just skipped, which I don't care. As long as you're excited to know who it is, here it is. His name is Boyle Beneath. So he is someone who, just a little intro, he's someone I met through another, HD Retro. If you guys know HD Retro, he first met Boyo, I'd say about 5-6 months ago. And ever since then, we've just been talking. And now recently, we've just been really close, really connecting. He's been helping me out with a lot of fucking stuff. So I really appreciate it. And, I'm thinking of doing the guest, like special guest more often. And I feel like it'd be a great start to have him, as the flag, the banner waving flag man, who goes on the parades and all that. So, yeah. He's a great guy, and I hope y'all will appreciate the special interview I have set up. I'm figuring it out as we speak. But I'll hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I'm going to wrap it up for today. I know this is a little shorter than the usual podcast, but it's what I do. There's a lot of things. There might be a lot of changes upcoming. I'm not actually sure. We'll see what happens. We'll see how you react to it, but I feel like there's some personal changes happening with me and my identity on the internet. So if you see any changes, by all means, let me know. If you like them, if you don't like them, I appreciate any feedback from you guys. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for listening to the whole podcast. If you like what you saw, feel free to hit a like and or subscribe, comment down below. If you're excited for next episode and or have any questions that you want me to answer for the next podcast, please do some of these comments. I'd really appreciate it. I love commenting to you guys. It's so nice. I'm not sure how to pin yet, but we'll see what happens. And I'm an idiot. Nope, we're not done yet. Basically, there's one other thing I need to let you guys know. I'm doing Movember. In case you guys are not aware, Movember is a month where people basically just grow mustaches for charity. I'm just gonna quickly give you a quick summary. A quick summary on it. Basically, it's basically for people. The cause. The charity supports people who are having. I'm not sure if it's men specifically. Don't get too mad. From what I can tell, it's Movember, mustache November kind of deal. It's a charity that helps males between, mental health and suicide prevention is something that happens for everyone, but this cause helps that out. It helps out people who are experiencing prostate cancer, which is a problem with men. There's 10.8 million men who do live with it around or beyond it. There's also a common cancer amongst most males, which is testicular cancer. And this cause this cause with the money that's donated to them helps those groups of people. And now I'm just saying groups because basically some of them can affect everyone. So yeah, I will let you guys know in TikTok as well, a little more detail. But yeah, thank you guys so much down below. Go check out the link down below as well, actually, because yeah, I realized that I realized that I said thanks everyone so much for watching, and then I say for 3 minutes more of stuff. Just man, I'll let you know the key details. So I'll let you know down in the comments or in the description. There, I'll post the link to my Movember page, my Mo-Man page. So if you guys want to be so generous and donate for the cause, I really appreciate it. And that is where I'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you think there are some people out there who are into this kind of podcast, I'm using bunny fingers in this certain scenario, feel free to share it with them, because hey, more people who are like this makes me feel good, but also it's a great thing to have something in common with other friends, right? Yeah, that's what I think as well. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode, but until then, it has been an honor. Fiercely Funky, signing out. Auf Wiedersehen! We could own it, transform it and frame it. If we move it
step together, synced in perfect arrangement. So what you aiming for? I'm humble, more settled these days, but I find you very stimulated. An amateur melting in your laser hot gaze. Cool vibes flowing with you, waiting in the waves, breath stroking in the fresh of you. I'm just digging the scene while he digging on me. On the way back to Queens.